live with a midday check-in. Should be a thirsty Thursday, but it's turning out to be a Friday dance. What the fuck, God? What the fuck, God? Hey, what's up, everyone? I am... Oh, cards are already falling out. The hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer. These are some flowers. Healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle. What card fell out? No. Oracle, Lightworker, Starseed, Earth Angel, Mystic, oh Lord, Medium, Psychic, Witch, Yogi, Guru, Evangelist, North American Sybil, I am your messenger of God, the first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. Broskies, I did a great video today. Dude, they're just so great. It's not even me, dude. They're just great. They're just filled with greatness, dude. You can learn so much from me. Really? I mean, seriously, though. And then I went and had a Kanye moment. Really? Oh, man, it was so bad. On my part, no, just the feelings. I'm allowed to have feelings, and people get freaked out when someone's in their feelings. What happened? I said all I had to do was go do my taxes. Let me tell you what happened. A week ago, on the 24th, I asked my caseworker to print up my tax forms and put them in my mailbox. And I left them there this whole week. And I didn't go looking for them. I thought they were safe. So I go to leave the building, and they're not there. And she's actually back today. And I'm like, and she knows she put them there, but they're not there. And I start freaking out. Why? Well, because they're my tax forms. And they have my social security number. And I live in a building filled with immigrants that don't have a social security number. So not only could they possibly file taxes with these forms, they could open up all kinds of things with these forms. And I'm freaking out. So they're going to, I go and I tell the director, and I get so furious. She tells me, well, yeah, call the police, and you're going to need to report this to the IRS. And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to fix my taxes now. Really? Oh, man, it fucked my whole fucking day up, bro. I was so upset. Not because what was done, but what could be done with that information. And I went into all kinds of upsetness. And it looked like anger, but that's what I kept telling her. I know it looks like I'm angry, but I'm scared. And then I had to remember, I had to stop. After they did all that, I had to go on. I left there. I made the call. And I'm sitting in my car, and I'm like, this is all your fault, bro. This is all your fault. You should have just got the papers. You should have just got the papers sooner. Why did you let them sit there? And it took me another 10 minutes to realize this is not my fault. I didn't need to get those papers. They should have been safe. This is all their fucking fault. And I'm mad at God because it's like, God, why didn't you kept telling me to do my taxes, but why? He waited until it was too late, until the crime had already been done. So by the time I go to tell to go yell at Callie about what has been done, she already told me, she said that this was the last straw. She's already had so many complaints, people's packages. I was like, well, that's on you, because you weren't supposed to be taking packages. We all signed an agreement that we would not have personal packages sent here. So that's totally on you. I was like, but as far as that, this is your staff. The only people that can reach the mail is the staff. And they're just grabbing people's numbers and giving them mail without verifying identity or anything. This is all your guys' system. And this is dangerous because these are vital documents. This is a HIPAA violation, bro. Realistically, I mean, those kind of documents, yes. And then not to mention, anything having to do with the mail system is a federal fucking offense. What the fuck, bro? I was very upset. I was so upset, bro. And then I had to calm down, and I realized I gotta trust God. Right now, my ex-husband is using my daughter's fucking social security number to get welfare. God knows what else he has done with it. Right? My credit is only important on paper. It doesn't stop who I am and how I operate. But it's one of your biggest fears. And God has always made, I told you like 2 days ago, anything that you could, the biggest fear you ever have, God will make you face it and have faith. And that's where I had to be. I was like, all right, God will make this all right. And nothing bad will come from this. Nothing bad will come from this. Only good can come from this. Really? You have to speak over the fears, but that was after I patterned, after I blew up. And they're like, just be respectful. I was like, I'm always respectful. And they're like, calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. And then I sat there and I was like, this place, and I have documented it every day since I've been here. And I've almost been here a year. On the 13th, it'll be exactly a year, just as God said. He gave me a whole year. He fulfilled his promise. He promises me things. You know what I mean? He promises me things, and I lean on those promises. And I say this, I was like, this is supposed to be a place for people that are already going through a traumatizing event of homelessness to find some sense of security, some sense of hope, some sense of self, and, reestablish themselves and get out. I was like, this place has been nothing but traumatizing. And I have all of the videos, from children falling out of the fucking windows to the sexual abuse, to the actual drug crime, to the bug infestation, to the theft, to the robberies, to everything that's done in this building. And I was like, the tree rots from the top down. And I said that when this new company came in. And it's just that. It's like, I'm not a victim, because this is just how things are. And that's where you look at it, is how many people are victimized by your inability to act professionally, to have actual codes of conduct, to actually hire people and have them accountable for the job they do and know the responsibility, to train them, to actually follow through. Instead, you have a bunch of placemat people that I've already explained about this. And, it's like, fuck, God set me up. He always does. I get caught up in some bullshit. And then the post came. It was like the Morgan popped up. It's like the Morgan didn't come to start the war. She just decides who survives. I'm telling you, nobody should have to endure what I endured while staying at this fucking shelter. And had I not done it, had God not sent the Jewish Family Service to come help me, his people, the Jewish people, I would have never got out of here. They don't help you. Really? No, they enable the bullshit. And that's what I said. I was like, beds and heads, huh? Just fill up the place. That's all you care about. You guys get incentive to having a full fucking hotel. You don't care how you're treating these people and what the people are doing on the site and what the employees are doing and what the site looks like. As long as you can report the numbers. We're just numbers on a spreadsheet. Well, let me spread this sheet a little farther. I'm going to talk to your manager. Who's the manager? Fuck, I don't know. The Coalition for the Homeless, whoever is signing the checks on this bitch, whoever, the mayor, I don't give a shit. Don't get me started. And that's what I was like, no. I was like, revenge is God's. Really? That's about it. But I did face it. And oh my God, what a day. All he told me to do was my taxes today. He's like, oh, we're going to fuck her up today. That's all I got dressed up for this. I put my face on for this. I put on a shirt. I look pretty for this. To have pie in my face? To go out there acting crazy? Really? Yeah. What did I get out of it? I met a cool cop. He had a strong accent. And I asked him where he was from. He said, Poland. I was like, oh, that's great. I'm glad to have met you. Really? And he had a cool tattoo on his arm, which looked Native American. It had some feathers and it had a horseshoe, which probably wasn't Native at all. He was probably Celtic. Really? Fucking, that was the best part of my day. Oh, and then this cool dude that always asked me for cigarettes, that dude, there's always these cool dudes. They don't have IDs. That's why I'm like, fuck. It already happened, bro. When I got kicked out of my house, when I got evicted, all my vital documents were took by my neighbors or maybe burned. I hope. I don't know, bro. But when we left my house, I had no social security, no birth certificates, no fucking nothing, bro. And I was afraid the tweakers got it. And I was like, oh no. They were running fucking electricity in my name in that house for like 2 years or like a year and a half. Really? When I went to open up fucking my fucking Wi-Fi, I was like, I don't know what this is going to look like when they run the credit. Really? But then, just like that, God made the eviction go away. God plays around. Yesterday, I want to point this out. I told you, when it comes to the internet, when it comes to my social security number, my name, my birth date, or just my energy next to a computer system, things go haywire. I told you that last night, okay, not this last night, the night before at 3 a.m., after the full moon, not the blood moon, after the real full moon at 3 a.m., the fire alarm went off and I didn't participate. So yesterday, I was guided to go and do nothing else but turn on my internet. While I'm there, the same sounding fire alarm is going off in Xfinity. When I come out, it's the whole fucking shopping center. Are you serious? Yes. I leave from there and I go to Walmart and I buy some shit. And at self checkout, I'm trying to check out and that little hand thing starts going off. It just is going off. I'm still checking out, but it's all meow, meow, meow. It's just going off. Really? I told the kids, I was like, I'm a fucking walking red flag today. Really? So as far as the internet, I got to trust God. But at that moment, every fear, bro, imagine. They're all immigrants, dude. The worst part of me, the darkest part of me is like, I'm going to fucking call ICE on you bastards. Seriously? Hey, I got a dark side. Was I really? Nah. But I felt so upset. It's like, fuck. What if they already filed taxes? When I go to file, this is going to fuck up everything. This is going to hold up everything. And I just had to trust God, but I really got upset. And that's where you have to allow yourself to understand yourself. And God set me up. Really, Kobe? Touche, bro. I'm throwing in the rag. That was a good one. Did I handle it well? Better than I would have. I was like, every part of me wants to pull out the magic right now. I really want to curse some motherfuckers right now for some stupid shit like this. Let me fucking find out. And I was like, nah, God will clean this up. Leave it alone. Really, he just wanted to demonstrate, how fucked up bullshit is. First off, he had to hang them. And that's what it is. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to make it through this place. And he keeps just fucking making me catch them doing everything wrong and turns it into a fucking fight. Realistically, man, I'm telling you. Fucking telling you. That and to teach me a lesson. I told you, I can't even run from a lesson. He'll take any day and make a lesson out of it for me. Really? Fuck. I didn't even make it, dude. All right, and then I made it across the street late, and they're like, well, he's all booked up. He has another client in 15 minutes. So I didn't even get to do it. My taxes, I could have walked there. I took my car. So I got ready for this. Really? Yes. What a waste of God's day. Or was it, though? He used this day and me to teach you some harsh lessons. What? That first off, he's going to make you face your biggest fear. And you're going to react. And you're allowed to react. But when it's all said and done, you have to let it go. You have to trust God and let him clean up the mess that he has made for you. My grandma, before she died, she told me that one time in a funny way. She was Venezuelan. She told me, she's like, you tell God, you got me into this. Now you get me out of this. She told me in this very strict way. And it's true, because God walks you straight into the lion's den. And you have to believe that you're going to walk out of there, not, that they're going to sense that you're God's child and not fuck with you. Really? I mean, why didn't the people give back the papers, bro? They saw those weren't their papers. I've got to believe in all my heart's heart that their spirit, the Santa Muerte, their Holy Spirit, God's Spirit, told them not to touch those, not to do anything. And that's where it is. We're all tempted. But then there's the Spirit of God that comes in and says, don't do this. Don't do this. I've got to believe in that spirit more than how tempting it is to whoever found those papers. And that means I believe more in God than in you. Really? It's hard. It's hard to live in that delusion that things are just going to be okay. But if I manifest and I keep believing that it's not going to be okay, then I'm actually creating the not okay. Not only in myself, but I'm making the way for this not to be okay. They say you're always trying to protect yourself from something bad, but in protecting it, you're manifesting it. You're making provisions for what will be. You think you're making provisions so that it won't be, but you're telling the universe that you want it and you're ready for it by doing all these things. Well, if this happens, we're ready. Well, you told the universe it's not going to happen. Just as God, cleared my fucking eviction out of the internet, anything that, no, they didn't even do it. I'm going to believe they didn't even do it. Really? I'm going to believe that. And if not, well, the police are going to follow up with that. Really? Yeah, it opens up an investigation. And they made Janine right away start looking. The same girl this morning, bro. I told you. She hates me. This is God. She hates me. Oh, God. Janine this morning told this whole story. I walked past Janine this morning and she's like, somebody's smoking. And I was like, well, 303 tells me she smokes in there. She's like, no, she doesn't. And I made a whole story about she didn't want to believe the truth. So then what did Janine get? Janine got stuck on Phoenix fucking job. She has to watch 5 days of footage and find out who took the shit. That's what she was doing when I came back in because I had an appointment with the school navigator to set up transportation for my kids to keep them in school. And I was like, yeah, they got to go through fucking 5 days. She's like, that's what Janine's doing. I saw her. She's looking through it. I was like, oh, that sucks for her. But at the same time, it's like, fuck. This is so God, bro. He uses us. There's no devil. Where's the devil, bro? The devil is nothing more than our temptations to give in and go crazy, to give in and get mad, to give in and get, you know what I mean? Just to give in. Really? Yeah. Let's talk about this 3 of Cups. That's our current energy. And we're pulling them out of the quantum tarot because I'm in the quantum realms. Oh, the best part of my day, that guy. He asks me all the time for cigarettes. I know, give me $1. Sometimes he doesn't. So I had one cigarette and he pulled up next to me. I was like, hey, do you have a cigarette? He said, no. I was like, oh. And he walked by and then he came back and he gave me $5. He said, here, for your next pack, because you always give me cigarettes. And I had my wallet and everything in my purse. And I was like, that's cool. I didn't want to walk up there with my tax forms and all that. I was being lazy. Really? Yes. What goes around comes around. Know that. What goes around comes around, bro. And whatever just happened, let's just hope that, it's all good in the hood. Really? Yeah, bro. You got to have faith over fear. And I promise you, I was so fucking scared. I was so fucking scared. Like, oh, fuck, they're going to open credit cards. They're going to fucking get phones in my fucking name. They're going to fucking, oh, fuck, they're going to file taxes, bro. Fuck me. Really? Oh, fuck. Faith over fear is the lesson today. God taught me, so I'm teaching you. Through my life is a divine expression of fucked up last lessons. Did you learn that lesson today? Really? Where do we end from here? I'm going to get in the car and go get some sage. I'm out of sage. Really? I run out weekly. I have a weekly habit. $10. All right. I went to the 3 of Swords. No, we went 3 of Cups. I think this is a good card of collaboration. Star cluster. Stars often group together to form dense and beautiful clusters. Their mutual gravity means that fate of one star affects all the rest. And that's it. He uses me as karma. I'm not karma, bro. He uses me. He baits me. He walks me in and tells me to be brave. And I don't even know what he's walked me into until I'm already standing in it. And I'm fearful in the flesh and I have to be strong in the spirit. I promise you. You guys sit out there and you think, oh, she's just a bad bitch. Bro, I was when I didn't give a fuck. When I didn't give a fuck. When I guess I was more, it almost feels like the word to say is reckless. I was more brave when I didn't consider consequence. When I wasn't so aware, it was easier to just execute, you know what I mean? The Queen of Swords. But as the Queen of Cups, you know what I mean? When that fucking heart comes in, the heartstrings pull harder than will pull your arm down before you drop that sword on somebody's neck. Really? It's the best way to describe it. It's like, I'm about to pull out my gun and then it's like, never mind. Really? Yeah. But if God, you know what I mean? And that's it. It's like, I'm waiting on that day, dude. He's holding back all this power to unleash it one day in his glory, which is what? Hell's fury behind the woman that he scorned. Haha. Realistically, no, something like that. But that's where it is all of this comes together. He put together this whole day, perfectly arranged. And that was what was funny. At 12:22, I had called the police, is what it said. Twos in the tarot and not just in tarot talk about collaboration. It's about more than yourself. The Three of Cups is talking about more than yourself. He set this situation up, and that's what I mean. He put her, you know what I mean, on camera duty for not believing me, and then he made this a big deal. This is a big deal. This is a huge deal, dude. When you move into here, you have to sign all kinds of documents saying that they're going to respect your privacy and they won't share it with people and that you're safe. They just gave away my social security fucking number, bro. What? That's vital documentation. And they probably, and until they can prove otherwise on the camera, they most guaranteed gave it to an immigrant person without one. This is big, bro. And God says, don't worry, it'll be okay. Come on, God. My stomach is on fire. I'm about to eat my feelings right now. Really, it was making the worst noises. I got this one from, it came with pieces, and I think that's, God didn't like the pieces. My stomach didn't like the pieces. Really, it's making a lot of noise. The best known star cluster is the Pleiades. Oh my God. We were reading from the Palladium book earlier. We talked about how to open your spinal pathway. Go back and catch that video. Visible, what happened? My Palladian chakra, which is an energetic field inside of me, was being poured information. It's all in the video. Visible to the naked eye in this constellation of Orion, the effect of one star upon another in the cluster is mirrored in the group synergy of the Three of Cups. And that talks about, it's the 7 sisters. You have 7 chakras. Really? Yeah, and there's beings that put in an 8th one and get you connected for life. Sorry. I'm being better. I'm feeling better about my tragic lifestyle. It was so tragic. Really? Oh, God, you guys. I have these moments, bro. And it's like, it would kill any person. And God's telling me to be strong. Oh, God. Anyways, moving on. This card is like-minded friends and collaborators, and a group of energy can manifest in anything from holding a party to embarking on a joint project. What the fuck are you talking about right now? I just went off on, oh man. I'm talking about a house party. Kid and play type shit. Come on. They're trying to get me ready for my housewarming. There's not... I liked Janine. I thought Janine, there's another example. I thought Janine was cool with me. I used her as a job reference. She's always been cool. 2 days ago, I told her how much, you know what I mean, her energy meant to me in this building. And then she got all functified over some B shit because she didn't like that me and B wasn't getting along. She wanted to act funny with me. And it's funny because, like, last week I was totally going to invite you for a fucking all-you-can-eat nacho party at my housewarming party. But now you're acting fucking funny. And I told you this morning and you just denied me. She did. She acted funny, bro. She's like acting like I got to respect, like I'm acting too much. Bro, you're choosing sides is what you're doing. This is what it's showing. And what is your allegiance to this fucking heifer or to anyone? Good people come in and you just walk. Some people, bro, they'll let you go. And that's funny because Morgan had this saying, right? Not everybody is replaceable. But more or less, you'll learn how many people are. And as I say this, I see this moment. I always see this moment. There's a movie called, I don't know, actually. The Longest Yard? No, not that one. What was it called? I don't know, with Big Mike. She adopts this black boy in and she's helping him out. She goes and she sits down to have her weekly, you know, tea time with her little girls.
I love that movie.
And they're making inappropriate fucking jokes, saying inappropriate shit about the situation, about this new boy that she's took into her house. And she says, you know what? I can have an expensive salad somewhere else without the poor company.
I love that part.
Realistically, yeah, I can eat by myself rather than sit in this company where you guys think it's entertaining to talk so low about situations, people, and things. Really? I mean, I just want to point this out. And that's the next thing is, you know, housewarming party. Yeah, I'm real warm to the partying situation. That's what it talks about. We can pull out more detail in my other book because these books don't show a negative aspect, and obviously there's a negative aspect to today. It's not the 4 of Cups. All right. Let's see. It's a happy conclusion. And, well, I mean, I guess. And that's why I said, I'm out of here so soon, and you will never see me again in your lives, is what I said to all of them. This could relate to a pregnancy, a birth, an engagement, a marriage, a new job, qualifications, settling a disagreement, a reunion, a recovery from an illness, or a completion of a successful project. Bro, I've got nearly 2 feet out the door. This may mean special celebration, and that's where I verified. Just to verify, you did get my order, right? You ordered. She's like, we can look up and see, what it's looking like. I was like, no, but now that I've ordered stuff through the mail system and I know you have a problem with the mail system, I'm a little bit more concerned. She's like, no, we ordered it in Alex's name. Okay, good. This may mean special celebrations when you leave your problems behind for a while and enjoy yourself with people you care about. Well, I came in after all this happened and my fucking daughter's in here in her underwear. She's like, I'm having a bad day. I was like, I'm having a bad day. She's like, I'm having a bad day. So I was like, well, after we're done, put some pants on and we're going to go do some shit. Really? So, me and her will get out of our bad day bullshit. Okay, you were wearing long fucking, describe the person. It was dark. They were wearing basketball shorts. They were gray with long tube socks. Is that a better image they want in their head?
Bro, some weirdo online's gonna think of like a 15-year-old girl in their underwear now. It's gross.
Let's hope they don't. Pedophiles. Anyways, this means a special, we're going to go hang out. You will find joy in the company of others. Yeah, where are we going? She don't care. We're going to go get some fucking sage and some fucking food for her and her brother. And she's good about buying stuff he likes. Actually, there's stuff in there, I think, from yesterday. And she just brought up mac and cheese. Do you know I'm so craving pasta?
Mac and cheese too much.
Okay, never mind. Well, anyways, I got to go get me some drinks. You may be helped by joining a supportive group working towards a common goal. A sense of community and caring this creates will help you grow spiritually. Well, I'm glad for her, her presence. Really? My dog was cuddly this morning. She was nice too. That was
I
fun.
took her out.
Did you? How did you miss me? Oh, because I parked in the back of the parking lot. Yeah, I was totally I'm way in the back of the parking
I was
lot.
looking for your car. I was
Dude, I'm way in the back. Really? Yeah, I parked it so that the sun could fit. I needed to get away. Why don't you just go away? I don't know. That's my spirit. That's my place, bro. Welcome to my office. Really? I lived in that bitch, dude. I feel comfortable in that car more than you'll ever know. All right. Reverse means relationships have failed. You could feel that a friend has let you down, or could be a romance or marriage has ended. I think I ended all of that. You may feel left out of cliques that a certain crowd is gossiping about you, or that you are. Dude, this happens weekly. I do this monthly where the whole staff is talking about me. It's like they hate me. Hey, you can hate me now, but I'll be gone soon. Really? Fuck. What am I going to say? You'll have more people to deal with. None will be like me. You met the Lilith. Told you, people will remember me when I'm gone. You may feel left out of cliques, certain people gossiping, or that you're pressured to conform to an idea of a group that you belong to against your better judgment. Yeah, they're telling you to do some stupid shit. What's your friend group telling you to do that you probably shouldn't be doing? Don't do peer pressure. They're trying to pressure you into being somebody. You may be working so hard that you have no time for friends and fun, even though your work is unsatisfying with few creative opportunities. Hey, you should take the day off and go to the museum or something with us. Really? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go in May because there's something going on with the Legos. Don't lose touch with friends or neglect your family. Yeah, you should just take a day off for family and friends if you have any. My family's here and she's pretty friendly sometimes. I don't know. What were we talking about this morning? I don't know. We're always having intense conversations. Oh, we were talking about how your friends turned in the fucking bus people. They fought for their sign.
They did construction on the bus stop and ended up removing the bus sign.
Oh, I love it. Dude, her friends are cool. All right. High schoolers. All right. What's our spiritual work at hand? The devil probably. Oh, nice. The Knight of Pentacles. Taking actions. Really? I got to trust God because I'm about to hurt somebody. Knight of Pentacles. Who is that? I think it's Priestess. As you can see, it's a fucking Sagittarius. You see the Sagittarius in the picture? Picture me rolling, says I love you, Paul. Anytime I get in the dark, he's going to be right there. Anytime. I'm gonna go put on my pock shirt. We're gonna go thug life this. What am I wearing today? A Sooners shirt. Hey, dude, it's funny. Really, I was talking about the fucking McClures. I was talking about Texas and Oklahoma, and I got a Texas Longhorn shirt. What does it say on the back, Amelia? It says something funny. What's it say?
Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em horns. And you know what their symbol is? It's the devil's sign. I'm out here being a whole fucking bull. Right, I'm cowboy. I call this the backwards cowgirl. I have too fucking. Dude, there's no TV. I'm too good for TV. You can't censor me on TV. Skinamax. Really, I will totally scalp you. You're off with your head. All right, let's move on. What are we talking about tonight? Sorry. As soon as I got that, I got really inside of myself. I was like, that's what we're doing. All right, not in French. I'm not doing it in French. What are we looking for? The Knight of Pentacles. I went to the page. Yep, Centaurus. Centaurus is a large southern hemisphere constellation full of brim and with phenomenon. I'll have to go to the southern hemisphere to see this bitch. It contains the tiny Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to our sun, the binary system Alpha Centauri, and the galaxy Centaurus A, which may contain a black hole. Yes, there is a black hole. Fucking with the Sagittarius, you're going to find a black hole. What? That'll consume all things. All right, and take you to another location. The constellation itself depicts Cryon, the centaur. The archetypical teacher of Greek mythology. Cryon was famous for training and educating heroes like Jason and Hercules, as well as being a skilled healer. Really? Here we go. Add him to the ascending masters. And that's where they always are like, where's your Cryon placement? Never mind. It's in your natal chart. He's in your birth chart. He was there at your moment of birth. Who? The stars. The universe was there when you were born, Starseed. Accidentally wounded by Hercules, he gained much wisdom and with unsuccessful attempts to cure himself. The Knight of Pentacles has many of Cryon's qualities of patience and fortitude. He is a bit of a ploddler compared to, it's that slow moving energy. With the other kings, has the stick ability to see a project to the end. He represents small, patient steps rather than giant leaps forward. Okay, first off, you and your little horsey horse. As soon as I saw this, these are like Libras. Really, they just take little steps towards they're super over logical. But as I was talking about the bull, there's one to step around, that takes all those earthy signs. They're like treading lightly on the earth. We're galloping through the stars. Really, let me read it in the downward side of what this could mean for you or me or somebody. What is this? It tells you that you're able to find a practical solution to your problem. And you may have to step forward and take charge of your situation or project. Be methodical with your task and look after all details. Now is not the time to follow risky strategies, but to stick with your usual tried and tested methods. You are reliable and prepared to work hard to get the job done. You are something of a perfectionist, but this is not a bad thing at the moment. Progress, and that's where I am. You guys and your lack of fucking professionality around here. It's always that thing. It's always this. Why are you giving people mail without checking their ID? I guess they've been stealing a lot of people's packages.
Really?
Yes. But you can't get the mail. A staff has to give it to you. You have to give them your room number, and they have to verify that's your room number and give you the mail. They're not. Somebody just gave them my room number, and they gave them my fucking mail.
Really?
Who? I don't know. It's on the camera, though. They're making her watch 5 days to figure out who did it. Seriously? Yeah. And then there's going to be a detective that's going to call, and he wants that information. He's going to want to know who the person was that gave the mail and the person that received the mail. And he's going to have to find out what happened. Really? Oh, yeah. Bitch. And if they did something, bro, I could come at them for negligence. Really? This is a HIPAA violation, you guys. And when it comes to the mail system, you have no idea. These are vital documents. We signed on our agreement. We signed that we would only have vital documents sent here. We signed on our agreement with the new company. that only vital documents, no personal packages or personal mail would be accepted. And she hung herself by saying that everybody's personal mail is getting stolen, including our vital documents. This is not my fault. This is your fault, and you're going to be held negligent for this. Really? I could have sued them for that. I could have sued them for the fucking, you know what I mean, for the guy that was masturbating and cut, you know what I mean, the sexual harassment that happened on site and the sexual misconduct. We could have sued them for the fucking theft that's happening, for the charitable contributions. We could have sued them for the fucking, for the child that fell out of the 7th floor onto the 2nd story. And then all of a sudden, Salvation fucking left and we got new owners. Dude, we could have, come on. As soon as I called the health department for the fucking infestation, they went and started going after him for the kitchen area. This place, bro. And I've reported it since the beginning. So it's like, you know, being a perfectionist, I talked about it earlier. If you can't do right by your job, then you can't do right in life. There has to be some sense of authority where you actually have some kind of integrity, moral standing that this is what I'm being paid to do. This is my responsibility. This is what I'm asked to do. People are counting on me to do the fucking right thing. And that's what I mean. If you can't do it at your fucking job, then I doubt you do it in any area of your fucking life. When there's not a person and a paycheck hanging over you, then what is? Other than God and his glory, which you call the devil. If God wasn't here to get you for every fucking thing you do that we can't get you for, then where would be the justice? All day, going back to the gossipers and the fucking, you know what I mean? All of this, the cheats, the liars, the thieves, the adulterous, the gluttonous, the greedy, the fucking, the wrathful, the vengeance, all of this, you do it all the time and you think God doesn't see it. And people are harmed by your doings. But it's us people that pray to our God and don't do harm against you. And he is hearing it. He's been hearing it since the fucking birth of children. When they first cried, he has heard the cries of us children. We want vengeance. We want your vengeance. We want your righteousness. We want your balance. We want your truth. We want your justice, not theirs. We don't want temporary justice from man. We want yours. We want all things to be made right. And you stand on that. What he promised, you stand on that fucking promise. He fucking promised me that people weren't going to do me dirty. And that if they did, he would make all things right. And that's what we stand on. But shit, you're taking a little long, God. He's right in front of me. I could hit him with my car right now, and I feel justice is served properly. Thou shalt not kill. Fuck you, God. Then you better kill him. Shit. That's how I feel about it. Don't get me in it. I run straight to God. I swear. I fight for you, but I fight for those promises more than you ever know. You fucking promised us. You promised us. You answer. You expect us. We expect you. This is a promise, a covenant between you and I and us, the believers. We believed in that promise. You will not forsake us. We believe that you will make all things new. You will serve justice. It will be right. You will make a footstool of our enemies, as we have seen time and time again. And for those of you that are catching it, you're catching our prayers, not our curses. You're catching your curses, our prayers. What did Stillwater Cop say? You're not going to curse me? No, I'm not. I praise you in the name of God. Praise you for what you've done. And that's where it is. God be with you. My God is a righteous God, the same God that struck down Cain, the same God that washed out humanity time and time again, the same God that took away the firstborns of the Egyptians, the same God that threw babies off of fucking buildings. That's my God. He's a glorious God, and he does all glorious things. He'll make all things right. I don't pray to the devil. I pray to God. There's no such thing as the devil. It's God wreaking havoc on people's lives in the name of our cries. You may seek help from another person, perhaps at work, or you can be assured that they will meet your high expectations. Hey, bro, don't fuck with me if you don't have high standards. If you don't, you know what I mean? If you don't have a sense of morality, if you don't have a sense of true north. Nobody's looking, bro. We could do it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, bro. We could do it. Nobody cares. They're never going to catch us. Come on, bro. They're never going to catch us. Nah, bro. I just don't do wrong things. Nah, but we do it all the time, bro. This is what we do. I don't. Come on, you're looking stupid, bro. You're making. No, I just don't do wrong things, bro. Go ahead. Oh, fine, bitch. Who's the bitch, bitch? You may not get caught today. You may not get caught tomorrow. But I'm not going to get caught ever. You will get caught because I didn't do it. That is this one thing. I'm going to stop right here and keep going with the reading. Here's another example. B told me, grab my purse. I said, I don't do that. I don't do that for you, not nobody. It's a moral code. I will never, ever grab a bitch's purse. You will never have me grab your purse or grab something from inside it. Because when something comes up missing, you're going to remember every single person that ever touched your purse. And I will never, ever, ever be a suspect. That's how you keep an honest man honest. I won't touch it. So when somebody does and something's missing, you remember what I said. I never touched your purse. I don't touch nobody's purse. I'm not a fucking thief. That's what morals is. That's what code is. That's my code. I walk by that code. I made that rule myself. I made it for myself to protect myself from other people and their misjudgment. I know I don't steal, but nobody will ever accuse me of stealing something out of their purse if I won't even pick up their purse for them. Will you grab my purse? I don't touch people's purses. No, it's right there. Go ahead. You're being a bitch. I am. And that's the second thing I do. I don't do. I don't tell a person how to parent. I made that rule for myself to protect myself. Call it the Fifth Amendment. Really? Mm-hmm. The knight may be you or a man in your life. I am serious, peace-loving, dependable, down to earth. I care deeply about the world and the environment and animals. I enjoy good food and beautiful things. I would never go into debt to have them, though. I run my own business. I run my own business, and as an employee, I'm a solid, trustworthy, hardworking person that will get the job done properly. As a romantic partner, I will be loyal, provide a secure and stable home. I can be sexy and sensual, though you might find me dull and lacking in excitement. In the sense of showing off, right? Everybody wants to go and have a show off moment. Like you want to show off your girlfriend, or you want to go out to somewhere nice and dress up nice and play nice and those kind of things. That type of shit, as because I'm not interested, makes me dull. Lacking in excitement, bro, did you hear how exciting? I don't have to go anywhere. I go outside, I go to the store, and God fucks up my life. It's a whole adventure. Fucking adventure. Life in itself is an adventure. I don't try to create too much excitement, but I do like travel, and I like, I don't want to go to a travel resort and be on an itinerary and do 17 fucking, you know what I mean, get 17 brownie batches because I learned how to scuba dive and I did this and I did that and I did that. Nah, bro, I'm more like, let me just chill and feel my way through this. That's what makes me dull. I'm very chill. I'm a fire energy, but I keep that in the ground. I just chill. I like to keep it chill. I that's where it is like as I'm getting older, it's like I can barely sustain the fire. And that's the excitement, the drama. I'm great in it. You'll see. And that's where I was like, oh, I can't go to the club no more. I can't do that. I'm spiritual. I can't do that. No, I'm a life of the fucking party. You know what I mean? My social meter has to be, carefully tuned. Realistically, yeah, because that's, it's in me, but no, I like to just chill, bro. What do you want to do today? Fucking chill outside on a pretty day? I'm serious. I can waste day after day after day. If I didn't have to get up and do anything, the dog didn't need to be walked, the kids, answer some phones, go to the bathroom, I would just sit there watching the whole day go by. What am I watching? I'm getting projections. And I told you about that in my last video. I'm getting downloaded information. I connect to the Earth Star chakra, which connects me to the stellar chakra, and I can see all things. It's high priestess mode. I could do it at a beach. I could do it at a park. I could do it on a bench. I don't literally have to stare at anything. Just being outside it's dull, but it's satisfying. It's cool to have conversation, but then I get tired of talking. I get tired of listening too. I'm kind of a child like that. The conversation gets a little monotonous and I'm ready to go back to quiet. Something like that, you could say I'm a little dull and lacking excitement. I sit around in quiet all day, and you can hear when the kids are here, it's quiet. Really? There's I turn up music in my headphones. I was thinking about that earlier. It's like I won't have speakers in my house. We don't do that. We don't overcrowd each other with noise. Really? Mm-mm. We're very quiet people. I can be loud. I'm like the loudest person. I can get loud, but I'm not. I don't keep a loud energy around me. Mm-mm. Very calm, very quiet. When I get in the car, I turn on music and I get, pumped, but it's not like harsh. You know how some people just keep a harsh energy? Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Reverse. You are stuck in a rut. Life has become very boring. If you want to make changes, you will have to do things very differently. Spoke about this nonstop. I never stop talking about this. But this can only be achieved through effort. Gambling and get rich quick schemes are not going to end well. That's it too. I'm trying to get you to be creative, but it's not going to, you have to. My kingdom is built off of one day at a time. One day at a time, I learn a lesson and I teach a lesson, but then later I come back to that lesson and now I'm a better teacher because I've already did the lesson. I experienced it and then I taught it and now I'm revisiting it. Really? So, any of your startup businesses, the rule of thumb to all startup businesses, and I tell you this as a, you know what I mean? I know how these work. 3 years. It's going to take you 3 years before you get a return. Really? All the money that you get back, it'll take you forever. And then you open the doors, right? You're putting all this time, energy, all this. So, Russ, for example, he's put about 3 years into this hair product. He will not get money. He will not see the return of his hair product till after about 3 years. It'll take 3 years for him just to replace what he put into it before he starts making a profit. That's what that means. Any startup business, whether you start a restaurant, a clothing, any of that. It's taken me 3 years on my own for my awakening. This isn't a business, but it definitely is a multi-billion-dollar business because I'm a healing organization. I'm a spiritual healer, one of a kind. So people are always trying to cash out on this idea and figure out how they can open up, their own little pop-up healing station based on my teachings. And they're going to offer this. They see this as a way to get rich quick. That's like tarot card readings and shit like that, dude. They're trying to. I swear to you, Wolfman charges something crazy like, I don't know, somewhere between like $180 to $300 to have a one-on-one meeting with him. The same thing would happen if you sat down with a financial advisor or consultant. If you sat down, you know what I mean, with the right lawyer, you're paying for that hour and it's going to cost you about $300 to just sit down and tell your story. Really? Why? The amount of expertise. That's what it is. And it's like, how much would you cost for my services? You couldn't afford it. And that's why I can't charge, because it should be for everyone. And so anybody that tries to make a profit off of me, the prophet, is automatically cursed by the beast and in damnation. Because if I can't make money off of it, neither can you. It's not mine. I mean, it's my healing that you're witnessing, but you don't have your own to validate that it even works, right? Number 1, 2, and 3. So you're a false prophet. You don't have the certification to even be selling the product that you're selling. Number 2, it should never cost to help somebody. It costs nothing to be a kind person and help somebody. What I do I learned how to do for myself, how to help myself. And all I'm doing is using my expertise on what helped a very sick girl help the rest of these very sick people outside of myself. It took, PhD level of psychology and spirituality to rehabilitate myself. And rather than using that and charging the world for what I've made, I want to just help other people that were fucked off like myself. I want to give peace for no cost. What's it going to cost? It's going to cost the streaming platforms. It's going to cost them to have access to my footage. But to the regular human person, nah, because you can still catch it over here on YouTube for free. Really? Other than the awakening, the beginning, and those are the videos that will be put on, you know what I mean, on all the streaming platforms. Really? Yeah, that's why I don't have friends on those. That's why you'll look at those and there's no friends. I have one account that follows the other, and that's it. Really? Nobody's allowed access into those videos. Only the people that witnessed it, but they didn't believe in what was happening. They thought that they would always have access to this and they could always go back and steal from it and they could always use it as a. No. They downloaded, many of them. Russ did. He would study them a lot. What's in there? The awakening. The same shit I teach you every day, but I'm there. You see me going through it as a scared, unknowing person like yourself. Really? Pretty much. So it's not going to happen. Nothing happens overnight. Just like me, it's like my new job, all of this stuff is going to take time. And then the only reason I've never waited this long to do taxes ever, and it's like, shit, it's almost April. I need to do my fucking taxes. I've had the form since fucking February, and that's where it is. It's like, fuck. You waited till today, huh, God? Fucking fuck shit up. Really? No, I'm going to do it tomorrow because I didn't have it all today. I mean, I missed my appointment and fucked it all up trying to do it and throwing a fit in the building. I could have just reprinted them. I could have just went straight over there and sent the email to them. I wasn't even thinking. I was not thinking when all this happened. Really? Yeah. The reverse card is also a warning that in a relationship, while one partner might be quite happy to continue the mundane daily routine, the other craves adventure and novelty, and this will cause problems. As soon as I saw this, I saw Bridge Fit and NF. NF is covered in it. He's got the covering of God, so I don't see him much. He's covered in, he's just covered. What? In a dark room, but he's always there. He's just got a covering of God. And this is him. He is bursting out of his seams. And his wife loves the life, but she doesn't understand that he's dying in his flesh. And that's your own fault for not telling her how you feel. What did I hear? It's hard to put words on it. Yeah, I guess. But what kind of songwriter are you? If you can't figure out how to say what you feel like. You wanted to be you know what I mean? One of the best rappers in the world. That's what makes it. It's putting our feelings and our experiences into the best words and the best melodies. It's not talking about just mundane, but our true feelings. We all experience bullshit. You don't need people that have gone through the same bullshit, but people that feel the same way. And if all your feelings are just low and blow, well, time to go. Some people are happy the way things are. And you don't want to ruin their happiness because you're not happy the way things are. But what is it to sacrifice your happiness for someone else? You leaving is going to make them unhappy? Are you really a part of their happiness, or you're just supporting their happiness? As I say this to the men. The reverse knight may represent you or a man in your life. He is dull and plotting character who dislikes change or novelty of any kind and can resist it stubbornly. That's harsh. And why is he like that? He's scared. He's stuck in his ways. Mr. Plum, I put the seed in his head. I've been trying forever to get him to leave, to go on an adventure. I told him how important it is. And I told him, Mr. Plum, I'm getting some money in. And when this money comes, it would make me so happy if you would allow me to pay for you to come spend a weekend with us. I said, you've given us so many things. You've paid for so many things along the way. We just want your company. And it wouldn't feel right to come back down there. I'd like to do this for you. I just want your company and I don't want to have to come there. I'll pay for everything. I know for a fact that you could get a ride to an airport. I'll pick you up from the airport just a couple days and you'll be back into your recliner in no time. Just a little adventure and we could see you again. Some people, bro. My sisters, I used to try to do the same thing. When I get money, I'd be like, hey, let me send for you. Come spend a week with me. I'll pay for everything. I got food. Well, I'll take care of you, bro. It'll be cool. They wouldn't. I don't know if it was pride. They couldn't get the days off. There was always some excuse. There's always some excuse to the person that doesn't like novelty or change and resist it. They have excuses. No, I can't do that this weekend. And that's what it says. That's your Sagittarius friend. Hey, you want to go to Africa this weekend?
Yes.
No, bitch, I got a job. And that's that Queen of Pentacles. She's in the woods on a Tuesday. She doesn't have a job and she has sticks in her hair. They're not sticks. Oh, maybe they are. They fell for. Okay, yeah. They're sticks. What is she doing in the woods? I'm fucking collaborating with God. I'm living life. What the fuck are you doing at work today? A real productive day, huh? Shut up. Realistically, seriously. And we got to get out today because tomorrow's supposed to fucking snow. Can you believe this shit? Only in the Mile High. Really? Well, we might as well go get some goodies and shit since we're gonna be all. Oh, and we got to go through our clothes. Yeah, we don't got no clothes. We got some shit to do. I got some helping hands. What's the outcome, God? Oh, the Empress. We got to be good. Really? Manifestations of new stuff. Really? God's just pushing me out of this nest. That's what I was going to call. I was like, ugh, I got to get out of here. Really? No faster than I need to go. But really, I do. And God will make it so uncomfortable for you. Really? It's so uncomfortable walking through this building right now. He always does. It's like, oh, you get comfortable. And then all of a sudden, he stirs up the pot. He shakes the fucking, you know what I mean? The continent. So now you're falling off of this. Really? Yeah. The Empress speaks of all good things. And that's where I'm at. Really? We're supposed to be there all the time. It's hard to do. Really? I just want to fuck some shit up. Just want to start some fires. Just want to do. I just want. Empress, I'm going to the beginning because I want to move on. Why? We're running out of time. Actually, never, but gravity. Gravity is a force of attraction between two objects, things from planets to people, which is what God brought us together. This was gravity. This is, I'm telling you, I hate when he does this. 3 of Cups. He's bringing you together. I didn't call this upon myself. God called this on us. Why? He called judgment. Why? Because through me, I'll call it down. I'm here to bear witness. So I have to see it to say it. And when I say it, it becomes. My words manifest. With all authority given to me by God. And that's why I have to watch my words. And I can't just be out here cursing motherfuckers. Why? If I even say this, if I even think this, it'll happen to you. I'm not allowed to even have bad thoughts of what I wish would happen to you because you pissed me off. I can't even think bad thoughts about you. Do you know what that means? It's self-control on my side. But I couldn't get my powers back until I could exert such self-control. You know what I want to do right now? Speak it, don't do it. Speak your feelings, don't act in them. Speak your feelings. It's okay to feel all kinds of fucked up ways. It's okay to feel that way, just don't do it. I feel like I want to slam your head into the fucking cement right now. That's okay. Tell me more. I mean, seriously. But okay, now we get to the logistics. Well, how are you going to feel when I lift if I can't get my head up and I'm crying on the floor? I'm going to feel bad. Really? That's what I mean. It's like in the moment, in the heat of a moment, you think bad things. And those are intentions set out into the universe. And that's the shit that's coming back to you. You fucking thought bad things. I hope that fucking something bad happens to her. I hope that her car fucking, I hope that this happens. And I hope this happens. And I hope this happens to her. You hope that happens to yourself. Is what that means. When you prey upon someone else's in the P-R-E-Y way, you P-R-A-Y upon yourself. As above, which is your thoughts, put out, so below, which is your thoughts, come back in your reality. Really? Oh, manifestations are dangerous. Really? You must understand this. Really? Control your thoughts. Each of us has a real gravitational effect upon one another, but it is so slight we never notice. No, you feel me coming. On a symbolic level, the Empress is a female creative principle, the power of attraction, drawing humans together in both the literal and figurative act of creation. Why'd you laugh? That's all I'm doing. I don't, it'll become unbearable. What? For Wolfman? It'll become unbearable. I'm calling him in. Really? I'm attracting him in. It'll become unbearable. God is, he'll align us. He can run from it, but it'll always come. And how do I know that? Oh man, it's that thing. They're manifesting you. I literally tried to run. I'll run from Bobby, and then God will put me right in front of him. You're running straight from the thing. You're running straight at the thing you're running from. Really? I promise you. You don't know the laws of the universe. You don't even abide by the laws of man. Really? Man, oh man. Really, that's all I have to do. All I have to do is call him in. Call anything in from my heart and it comes. As long as it's made in the heart. Really? Mm-hmm. My heart was already calling him in. So when I align my thoughts with what my heart is and take action, it happens. Really? There's free will. But then you think about the person. What is their pullback? He wants exactly what I'm offering him. So did I manifest him or he manifested me? Both. That's the law of attraction. That's what I realized. When he showed up, I realized this was the dude I was manifesting. When I realized what he was into, his practices, he was literally manifesting the dark goddess. I just came in a human form. I was just as surprised as him. I was trying to make men this man. He was trying to seek the spirit of this, and he found it in a woman. Really? Collide. The goddess of war meets the god of war. I thought, well, this could be as good as, Kali and Shiva. I don't know. It's going to be hard to top. Really? Oh, deadly pair. The force of sexual attraction is fundamental human drive towards reproduction, and the Empress is often shown as a pregnant woman. Really? Well, I told you there's an attraction there for sure. And what is that? I mean, ultimately, does God want me to carry his seed? He doesn't have children already, and he has to pass on his seed, and he hasn't even. Realistically, is there a better woman to make you a mother of your children out here than God's fucking chosen goddess? Shut up, bro. I'm literally God's fucking mother to the children, or to the children of man. Seriously? Yeah. But do you have what it takes to be responsible to God's earth angels that he wants me to bear? Bear in mind, barehead, barefoot, that these are God's children above all. And they come with their own destiny given by God. You don't get to ordain or dictate what they do in this life. You only get to care for them, guide them, and support them in what God is calling on them. You're not their calling. You call them home to God. Do you understand that? My job is not to create a woman in my daughter, but to support the woman that God has for her, to protect the woman that God has made her. And by the grace of God, I know the spirit in which lies within this young child. I know the spirit that will be in a woman's body in no time. I don't have to wait till it becomes a woman to respect that spirit. All I have to do is not let this world take away that spirit by making her just a basic woman. Do you understand that? That's important when you're having children. You're tasked with the highest task to breed God into this world. These are pieces of God that need your love, They need your nurturing. They need your protection. They don't need your rules and your discipline. They don't need you to slap them. They don't need you to put them down. They need you to put them up. When the world is here to tear them apart, you're there to build them up. In what? God. Their own true beliefs, their own authentic beliefs, to not give in to peer pressure, to follow themselves and that spirit and that guiding voice inside, to not listen to others, but to listen to themselves. Ever since they're little, bro, I watch it all the time. I watch all these women and parents, and I'm guilty. Before I woke up, I did the same thing. I parented the same way. We're taught the same behaviors and patterns. From the moment they're little, you're trying to make them big. You're trying to make them follow rules and act right, not to cry, not to throw fits, not to misbehave. You're constantly telling them what they can't do. Don't draw on walls. You're taking away the painting. It's just a paintings thing. You don't tell them not to draw on walls. You show them what walls to draw on. You don't tell them that they can't dress in pink. You show them which pink or how to incorporate some pink into their life. You don't tell them they can't. You show them how they can without getting, you're telling them they can't do these things because there's a persecution. Don't limit them because of your fears of what the world's going to do to them if they do this. Every kid writes on the walls. It determines how the parent is to how they discipline this. Are you going to scold them and beat them and yell at them and scream at them? It happens. Every kid does that. Every kid gets into the kitchen and fucks up the food.
Cuts their hair.
Every kid, not every kid cuts their hair, but every kid will get into your designer fucking makeup or bedroom or bathroom stuff. Or, they do these things. Do you nurture them? Do you teach them? You know what I mean? Like, do you give them their own kitchen stuff to get into, or you just tell them they're never allowed in the kitchen? That's not how this works. Going back to it, do you lie to your children and tell them that there is an imaginary man named Santa Claus that comes and gives them all their wishes on Christmas Day? Do you think that's right to do when Christmas Day is about Christ? Do you think it's a good idea to lie about a gift giver on Christ's day when Christ was the gift of life? Do you understand what I mean? We're all taught to do certain things with our children, passed down. But one day somebody comes in and breaks the rules. Why? So their children can be free. Did you know that CJ has a girlfriend?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
He has an ex too, and it's still his wallpaper for his phone.
I saw that girlfriend on the old phone, but he has a different one. I thought it may have been the same girl, but then he switched the fucking picture in like 2 days and I brought it up. Is it from her school? I didn't ask no questions. He was getting out of my car when I brought it up.
No, I don't know.
It's an internet girlfriend?
Maybe.
I'm just wondering. He told me today.
A lot of girls like him.
I know, because he's cute and he's quiet and he's smart and he's funny. Really? Yeah, my son? He's not, he don't need to go out there and floss or none of that. They just attract to him. Who's that guy? With the pretty curls. I need to take a picture of his curls and send it to Russ. It's like, let me show you curls. He's got like alley curls. Really? He gets them from his mama.
There's a photo of it on his.
Anyways, moving on. Let's see. This signifies something in our lives that needs to be nurtured towards maturity. Well, that's me. I need to grow up a little. Relationships, understanding, forgiveness, your children, your projects, yourself. You may be a grown age, but that doesn't mean you're grown up. It just means your skin has grown to a certain age. Mentally, emotionally, you're not there. And that's where I'm like, damn, I'm a whole ass kid. I'm a whole ass child of God. I am God's first child. I am the wisest, but I'm still very youthful. I have an inner child from this life that needs healing all the time, that acts up. But we're never supposed to be old. We're forever young. Really? the body gets old and it doesn't let us express our young self, or the world expects us not to act such ways, that we need to grow up and act a certain way. And that's even as babies. I promise you. You put them in dresses and high heels, you put them in tuxedos, you put them like as babies. As babies, you want them to be adults. You're like putting them on, you know what I mean, hats. You're putting like, you know what I mean, makeup on them. You're like getting their nails done. You want them to be grown. You want them to get jobs and have phones and have accounts and be responsible. And you want them to take out trash. You want them to do all kinds of chores, and you want them to, you know what I mean? Fuck, all kinds of shit. Are you making, are you growing earth angels? Are you growing consumers? Are you growing adults? See, it's useful. My kids really didn't get a chance at it. Whatever. I see fucking Bridge Fit teaching her son to vacuum. That's useful. You should learn that. I don't know if they needed to learn it at 5 years old or 4 years old. At some age, you do need to learn how to handle a vacuum, how to move furniture. That's the most important thing. Are you teaching them to move the furniture? Now, when you teach your kids to do dishes, are you teaching them to wipe off the counters? Okay? Like, you teach them some things, but what about the rest of the things? Like, is the follow up? And is it just once, or you got to keep reteaching them? How many times does it take them to learn how to tie their shoes before they learn? Really? And yet, you see them walking around with their shoelaces all untied. Yeah, something to think about. I don't even know what to name this, but I'm about to move on with myself. What did we start with? Fuck. Faith over fear. That's what it was. Faith over fear. And hiring a higher code of conduct. Really, you hold yourself to a higher standard than other people, or you should. And if you are a person that has a high standard, don't always expect people to meet your standards. They fall short all the time. Really, they don't think the same way. They don't have the same moral values and beliefs and integrities about certain things. Really? Mm-mm. Really? Mm-mm. And that goes back to it, is like me being a person that smokes weed all day. Somebody else, they think so highly of themselves that they think that's a poor lifestyle, and they're frowned upon. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean, is your double standards, your duality, where you go from extremes, from good to bad. Really? No, just everything needs more understanding, and then forgiveness, compassion can come to anything. If you just have more understanding about what is happening. Really? What do I understand? God used this situation for what? Exposure, truth, a lesson for myself, but a lesson for all. And always when these things happen in the 3D world, he is doing it to expect change. Every time I've had to run to that office about some shit here, it has changed something here. It always does. Really? Oh, dude. And that's where it is. And she's like, I'm going to tell you, like I always tell you, to advocate for yourself. And that's where it is if you don't fight for you and what's right, then nobody will. But at the same time, don't be forceful. Understand you're not fighting alone. Did God put me in a fight? I mean, the only fight truly was to control my own feelings, which was what? My fear about what had just happened and what is the consequence for what has just happened. Am I at fault? Am I a victim? You know what I mean? When this clearly has happened to other people and they're losing packages and more shit. You know what I mean? I'm just caught up in a broken system. And that's where you want to feel, completely victimized, like you're the only person this has ever happened to, and this is so fucked up and I want absolute justice. No, trust me, I ran at her office, closed the door and told her that, crying and screaming. I did. And I told her that the last time I ran to her office about the fucking pest control. Now, when I run at someone like this, first off, you got to be careful how you're running at people. Don't run at me at the wrong one like that. Number 1, 2, and 3. Second, you have to be kind of graceful in it. And that's where God teaches us to be an iron fist with a velvet glove. Be stern, but be soft about it. And I'm working on that. I'm an iron fist for sure, straight up your ass. I'm trying to lubricate this a little bit. Really? But God didn't give me a filter. Jesus is here working with me, and that's the best we got down here. That's the best we got, bro. The whole universe is working with the Lilith to have a little bit of filter. Something God denied her at birth. I was denied this, along with jealousy. Go fuck yourself. one good, one bad, I suppose. In the essence, I'm doing my best, but at the same time, it's like, don't persecute yourself for fighting for yourself. But at the same time, don't put up a fight when God can fight for you. You don't have to fight alone. And if the case is like, I'm fighting for something bigger than myself, which is a broken system. Really? Your broken system has failed me in such ways that this could cause absolute devastation to this whole system, which is negligence. You failed me. There's HIPAA practices about this. You failed me. And I can prove that we signed documents saying the only fucking mail that was going to come here was vital documents. So right there, any mail fraud that's being happened here has you liable and your staff, this whole building. If I take this to a judge or to a court, to a really fucking fancy lawyer that wants to take you down, he's going to shut this place down because you're held responsible. And I can prove in a courtroom of a jury selection of my peers that your system failed me, and whatever I want penalty, I want, justice for this, and you're going to pay for the whatever. I mean, if somebody actually does it, it's almost like, you know what I mean? I've got more against them if somebody actually did anything. If the crime has already been done, there's more. But I could get pain and perjury for this whole situation right here. Realistically, yeah, for sure. And that's going back to this last thing that happened with the fucking, you know what I mean? The sexual harassment, all the things that happen here. If I found the right fucking lawyer, bro, he would fucking he would close these doors down. But why do it out of greed when we can do it out of faith? That God's going to fix this. Why do it out of greed, out of anger, out of vengeance? Why don't we just do it out of faith? Do what we can and let God do the rest, which is, all right, I called the police. I got him. He says, I just take the information and I'm going to pass it on to the detective. And then he'll come over here and get all this information here, look at the film and blah, 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 blah. Right? Yeah. So you have a little bit of time, fuckheads. But in the sense of, you got to trust God above all things. And what else? I got to report it to the freaking IRS, which I probably should have done a long time ago, reported all of ours that that we lost our documents a long time ago. So I just got to turn in a form to the IRS, probably for all three of us, that our identity has been compromised. Really? It's bullshit. But again, I didn't do it. God did it. Why? So we could all learn a lesson. In what? The justice system. Just kidding. Special victims unit. I feel so violated. I'm moving on. I'm going to go get some sage and move on with my life. And we'll teach some more lessons later. Really? It's a Thirsty Thursday. What's in the comments? Hopefully nothing stupid. The kingdom of God is within. First seek the kingdom. Jesus told you, if you read your Bible, don't pray to me. Nobody prayed to you. Go read your own Bible. That union must be steamy. Oh. Try not to think about it. Really? It blows steam up my ass. Really? I don't know, bro. I mean, it doesn't matter. I have every intention it could come in this package, but then, as I always say, I'll be standing there with the golden ticket, right? And God will put me on standby. He never downgrades me. He'll either reroute me or upgrade me completely. Wolfman's not the only of his kind. Really? No. But as much as my heart wants to say, no, he's going to flake like the rest of them. He's going to pattern. He's going to run. He's not going to answer this calling. I can't really. My mind says all that stuff. It really does. But my heart doesn't, because God has shown me, he keeps showing me these visions of him in a good light. It's not me. I didn't want to see, it's not my own prejudice where I want him to be this guy and I want us to work. I've seen so many reasons of why this will work and that I wasn't trying to work at it. So I don't have a doubt. I mean, my mind doubts, but I don't really. It shuts it up right away, because as soon as my mind starts doubting, no, this isn't going to work. God shows me all these other visions he's given me before this and how he's preparing me for it. He's preparing me for his coming. Really? Mm-hmm. So with that, it's like, do you not doubt, do you not believe the vision I have on your life? No, I see him coming, bro. Will it be this summer? It might. I mean, I don't even want to put that in there that he's not going to answer it because I don't believe he won't. Do I fear he won't? No. And if it doesn't happen, then it wasn't now, is how I know the universe works. But I've seen this. I've seen us come together. I've seen what this God kept trying to show me, and I didn't want to see it. Really? Mm-hmm. Where other stuff you're trying to create in your mind, you're trying to envision this person. You're trying to put this person into your mind. That's not this. I can tell you it's not. Really? Mm-hmm. It's a spiritual connection for sure. My flesh was quite repulsed by the idea, if you haven't been watching. What did I do? I sacrificed the flesh, went on a 40-day fast and did all kinds of magical shit, and I surrendered. Really? Called Persephone to Hades. I'm surrendering to the Lord of Death. Come and get me. Really? Yep. Let's see. What keeps him away? Fear or pride? Does he have pride? Yes. How much fear? I don't know. How long does he have? 2 months. So I think we're doing all right. I think we're on track. Really? Mm-hmm. That's it. Don't know. Moving on. Well, good luck with your alignment. I'll see what God aligns for you. Really? Yeah. Right now, I got to go to the store and move on. Love yous. Laters. Bye-bye. Hey.